Today we are gonna have our first English class from second grade online. The first thing that we are going to see is the glossary. Glossary is the information that you are going to have behind of your front page from the third term. The first topic is grammar tenses. Grammar tenses are going to be 12. After that, we're gonna have the vocabulary. As the grammar tenses, there are 12. Remember that they must be done behind of the front page from the third. I want you to see some writers. Writers are questions that you try to answer. Number one month of the year has 28 days. Number two, a man who was outside in the rain without an umbrella or hat didn't get a single hair on his head wet. Why? Number three, where does today come before yesterday? Most of the time, yesterday is first and later today. Number four, which is heavier, a ton of bricks or a ton of feathers? Most of the time, feathers are lighter than bricks, but now we're talking about tons. Number five, and the last one. Two fathers and two sons are in a car, yet there are only three people in the car. A little weird. Two fathers, two sons, but only three people in the car. How could it be possible? Well, let's gonna make a little review of relative pronouns. As you know, relative pronouns are like double-edged questions. Who, what, where, when, why, how. And we are going to use it in different forms. For example, who is for people. Which, if you want to talk about animal, objects, etc. Whose is for possessions. That is for people like a who, and animals or objects like a which. Where for places, and when for time. What are you going to learn today? What are you going to be able to do at the end of this class? To give important information throughout the relative clauses. Examples of definite relative clauses are I love the present which you gave me. I don't like the table that stands in the kitchen. The girl whose leg was bruised in the soccer game is my sister. Definite relative clause, we are going to divide it in four. Number one, remember that I gave essential information, important information. They are going to help you to define or identify the noun. Different kinds of noun, like places, things, persons, animals, objects, etc. Definite relative clause cannot be omitted. If you don't say it, if you don't write it, your sentence doesn't have sense. Definite relative clause usually come after relative pronouns, like that, who, which, or where. So the definite relative clause is after these words. You can omit the relative pronouns who and that when they are followed by a subject, by a noun. Example, the computer that my father bought is wonderful. Or you can say, the computer my father bought is wonderful. The subject in this sentence is my father. The man. These two words, don't have sense. But what about if you say, the man who is riding a horse is my brother? What do you think are the words that give you idea to this sentence? Logical demand. But who is riding a horse? I was gonna check another example. Audrey, whose birthday we're celebrating, is going to Denmark. We are talking about Audrey. Well, who is giving to you information whose birthday we are celebrating? Complete the sentence with the relative pronouns who, where, or that. You are going to complete with these relative pronouns and try to identify the defining relative clause in each sentence. Defining relative clause are the words that give the main idea to the sentence, give important information, give essential information. By the way, do you remember the riddles? Here you have the answers. Well, after that, the only thing that I have to say is thanks and have an excellent day. Thank you very much.